Hey everybody, welcome to Alliance of the Sacred Sons, another demo here during Steam Next Fest 2022. Today is another one by Hooded Horse. I've been playing a lot of them this week because I played this one. I will say I played this one for the first time during Tacticon a couple weeks ago on the stream. That was linked in the description. I played it for about 40 minutes. This game is deep, man. It is so deep. Kind of like Terra Invicta, so we're starting a new game, primary campaign. We'll only be playing about 20-30 minutes of this for now. So choose your culture. We're gonna play as mercantile. Kind of have an idea of what I want to do because I've played this before. Let's do mercantile again. So 125 points, each one is 5. So let's send all of these to 2 first. We're at 55. Academic. So 15, 5. So farming, I think we can do 1 there. Academic, academic and engineering, we should keep like that. That. And let's do an extra bit of high tech. Alright. Continue. House, or name is Seren of House Santiago. Alright, let's do average setup. Continue. So this game currently is set to come out in 2022, probably late this year if I had to guess. Probably, I'm going to guess November or December of this year. Or it may be pushed to 2023, but the Steam page says 2022. So I'm just going to assume sometime in Q4 of this year. We just started Q4, so I guess we'll see. You're seeing this on a Thursday, so we'll, I guess, see soon, I hope. This is one of those games that is so massive and so deep that I'm afraid to learn too much about it because my progress is going to be wiped. So, I mean, yeah. Welcome to Alliance. Before you get started leading your empire, you may want to take a look at the encyclopedia for a quick overview of the basics, and perhaps delve into the advanced topics as well. Welcome, Your Grace, to the Imperial Command Interface Assistance System, ICIAS. I am ICI, but you can call me IC. I am your digital AI avatar that runs the Imperial Command Interface. I am here to assist you with learning the basics of ruling the Celestial Empire. While I know you've learned from your father the tools of governing, I strongly recommend you complete at least the basics in the ICI. The ICI, I'm not saying ICIAS every time, that is going to make me go insane. The ICI will be invaluable to understand your range of options, which are quite robust. Now let's tell you a little more about me. We're going to be narcissistic at the first, are we? The ICI is how you manipulate your view of the Empire and the galaxy around us. From this ultimate nexus of power, you can send orders to whole provinces with just a touch, or respond to comms, manage your core requests, send your inquisitors on missions vital to the Empire, and so much more. Before you continue, let's go over some basic functions now. Left click selects or opens a tab, blah blah blah. Right click and mouse wheel, that is usual stuff. Alright, so concepts is probably the thing we want to know the most about. Before we dig into some more specifics about your task, Your Grace, let's cover the very high level basics you should know. Cycles, times, and AP. To rule your empire, you only have a certain amount of time and command ability to reach planets and systems that are great distances. Plus, running the machinery of empire takes a great deal of resources. Each cycle of time, which is roughly about 5 months, you have a certain number of AP to do most of your empire-wide activities. Time passes during your reign during cycles. There are 2 cycles per celestial year, about 10 months, Within a cycle, time is somewhat abstract, so when we refer to estimated time, they refer to it by cycles. Cycles represent about 5 months of time in the Terran calendar, and there are 2 cycles in a celestial year. Each time you click the end cycle button, you're telling me that you have issued all of the commands you wish to for the current cycle, and if there are no critical tasks that need to be done, I will reveal the Empire activity that occurred as a result of your command and prepare a summary report prior to the next cycle starting. I'm not going to read all of this. If you want to read it, you can pause all you want and read it yourself. So basics, you are the ruler of the Celestial Empire, and everything begins and ends with you. As such, the ICI is a full diagnostic and analysis system to monitor your health, your mood, and even your learning. It is very important to constantly improve yourself, as you will be ill-equipped to handle much of what lays before you until you get some experience under your belt. Each cycle, you interact with your characters in the Empire to get things done. You can authorize projects, send scouting or construct an expedition, change taxes, build and modify your fleets, modify your production plan, change the designation of a ship or a system or planet, learn oratory skills or epiphanies, and much more. That is a lot. Without the much more, that is a lot. There will never be enough time in the cycle to do everything you want, so you must prioritize. So we're just going to kind of say that so you have age, you have health, you have spirit, you have actions, you have life expectancy. So you can die, but you have to have a ruler in place for after you die. And astrography, this is the big one. Planets are the core of a house's economy, and by extension the Empire. To have a strong economy, you need wealthy, productive planets. So how do you get wealthy, productive planets? Lots of ways. First of all, it is imperative to understand that a viceroy, and to a lesser extent, a system of province governor, has the most effect on how well planets run. A strong viceroy will be able to attract more pops, improve the PDL of the planet, which brings in more taxes, and develop the planet effectively and timely. The planet's designation will most determine what a planet builds for the holding house, will also have a significant impact. As a ruler, the most important tools you have to develop planets are projects, designations, and assigning a new viceroy. Unfortunately, if it's not your holding, you will have to ask the house leader for permission first. Systems can be held by a house as well and confer significant power to that house. The house selects the system governor. System options are held. We're not going to read all of this. That's a lot of reading to do for a game I want to showcase in a little more depth. So here's the game map. Everything is its own kind of constellation. Kind of reminds me of Endless Space, Pegasus Expedition even, in that vein. So, and I'll be covering the Pegasus Expedition here very soon. Alright, so I will say, this is one of those games I have no idea where to start. There's so many things I could do to start, and I don't know what to do. So we have mandatory issues. Let's do budget allocation. So we have 10 points we can allocate to budget. If we do 2 to each, except for economy, we already have significant economy with me being a mercantile. I only had 10 points. You're so ungrateful. Man, you're all so ungrateful. Each one of these, if you go to the constellation, let's go out one more. So this is a constellation. If you zoom in, you can click Ezra. There's another system of stars. Click Ezra 3. There's another system. So each thing is layered on top of each other. There are a lot of layers to this game. And that is something I am very excited to showcase as we go through that. Sorry, I clicked out of the game. Alright, so in that case, our highest number, we're at 1300. We have 4 action points that we can do, so let's go to our Empire screen. I've already read that one. So governor actions. Develop mining outposts. Let's do that. In order to take the next step, our Empire needs some additional sources of materials. Rather than depending on the fickle houses, it will be better if you generated more Empire assets. Build at least a level 1 mining post. So let's go to Olympia, which is something that is able to have things. All right. Basics, intermediate, projects. Let's read this one. How do you set the wheels of interstellar change in motion? The most important and the tool you will use most is projects. That feels like that should be in basics general. If we're going to use projects most, that feels like it should be in general. At least in my opinion. Projects are large planetary or stellar-based entities that are so large it can only be done with the resources of an empire or a great house. They generally improve the planet, system, or province that they're built in, and cost a significant amount of materials and energy to initiate. Projects also use administrative capacity, or ADM, during their construction that is essentially tied up while the project is active. Projects that you sponsor bring you power and often better relationships with the houses to the holding that you're building projects on. To start a project, you must have the desired planet, system, or province selected, and then select the project submode on the left-hand information display. From there, you can select the category, view the hover info, and to start the process, left-click on the project button you wish to start. Let's go to Neo Sirius. So we want to build a mining center. A mining hub. Some kind, or a mining outpost. Where do we do that? We military command center. Science Center. So it's based on what different types of planet are within that system. Gotcha. I saw we could just build a science center and I've lost it now. There we go. Yes. I think no, we just read this one, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Build science center, a building that increases SP output by 10%, increases academic desirability by 10. Let's go to Ezra and see if there's anything we can do here. Can't do that there. Let's go. Can't do that there. Olympia. Empire milestone. So we just intern. Let's go to Ogmios and see if there's anything we can build there. So we can do that. Go to Science Center. Expand Planetary Cannon Network. System Muse, System Neo Sirius. Okay. Just trying to, it's a lot to learn, like I said. So there's the first cycle. So there are consequences that we'll get into when the game fully comes out, but I think we're going to go and wrap it up here for now. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it. I think this game has a lot of potential. It's a 5x game instead of a 4x game. There are extra little bits that you have to do that we will get into in the actual game later this year, hopefully, unless the release date changes. But yeah, that's going to do it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe, turn on notification. I really have been enjoying the support lately. It's really helped me out a lot.